just go with live chat, because if you just go with top chat, you're missing out. There we go. Okay. You're gonna see everything here, in case I'm just checking reference sheets and whatnot. Hopefully I'll try, when I type this time, I'll be mindful of what I'm typing. Because last stream I didn't realize I hit E, and so my excited PNG popped up for a good chunk of the video, even though I wasn't that excited. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. It's Thai tea and coffee, but it's cold. So it's not great. So yeah, I just decided that I'm gonna try and stream every Friday, you know, like I'm doing with Monday and Wednesday, but not every Friday is going to be games, but it is going to be fandom stuff. You know, just fun, silly little extra, I'm on the wrong layer, files that I haven't gotten around to finishing, just like to wrap up the week before. So this Friday, I'll be trying to finish up a redesign of a Star Wars OC, which, I don't know. Hello? Where are you going? You don't move an inch. The second I hit start stream, you decide you have to go potty. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Dog's dead. Be right back. Alright, I'm coming. To go potty. He doesn't have a watch. He doesn't know what time it is. And apparently neither do I, because I wouldn't be late. Sorry I'm late, guys. Just didn't want to be here. Not okay. That is not to say I don't enjoy streaming for the company of chat. I do enjoy chit-chat. It's just like every streamer deals with this. Hold up. Every streamer deals with this. The need to be the want to be entertaining to an audience, because, you know, that's why people watch streams, to be entertained. But at the same time, sometimes you just want to veg out and draw and just enjoy what you're doing and not having to worry about other people's enjoyment. Because honestly, we should seek after our own entertainment and not rely on others to do it for us. But at the same time, you know, when you are an entertaining personality or whatnot, or however you want to think of it, people do come to you because they find you entertaining. Or at least they'll come and stay. It's because they actually like what you're doing and whatnot. Not sure how that translates. I don't want to give her a widow's peak, because that's not really what I'm intending, but I'm kind of hiding it behind a little hair flick. Okay. I had arms, you know, she had arms and whatnot, but I couldn't decide how they... I didn't like how they looked originally, so... We're starting from scratch. So we look at the anatomy of said character. That should be down here. Gross, man. The arms I had before were fine. Damn it. And I can't go back because I've done other things. There we go. That's better. I don't know if I should go with this expression or not, or just focus on getting the design and draw her in other poses, just to see how I like it. Now, hold on, let me put this in a folder. Let me just erase this. See, I do like this design, but I don't know if it, like, reads Jedi. But then at the same time, Luminara and Isla don't really look Jedi, but we know they are, so... It's not, like... Alright, well, there's the dog again. My sister didn't. Some waste right here. Yeah, that's very Marty right there. What are you just standing there for? Hello, puppy. Hello. Oh, petty puppy. I pet the puppy. So, I got an email from Amazon. My new mic should be here this Monday, but it might not be here in time for the Monday stream. So, I'll definitely be using it and testing it out maybe Monday or Tuesday. I can do extra streaming on Tuesday if, like, the mic comes in Monday evening and I just need to test it out. I'll do a test stream on Tuesday. But if it comes in, it's not going to be here by 12 o'clock. Usually our packages from Amazon get here around 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, maybe a little earlier. But if for some reason it gets here early, I will be testing it then. But the chances of that are pretty low. So to anyone who watches this after... Woo! Whoops! Erase was on the wrong settings. This is Marty. Marty Brennemere. My Star Wars OC/Sona/insert because I cannot be stopped. And she's a Jedi. Duh. I have her original design here somewhere, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with the same colors. And that's the wrong thing to do. Because of reasons. Like, this is her original design. Well, it's not, but it's another design of hers, and I don't hate it. Except, you know, some anatomy mistakes here, like with her neck and whatnot. But the thing is, when I designed her, I forgot that's what her hair is kind of what Anakin looks like in the show. So then I thought, oh, we can just make a joke where it's like, hey, they met each other, and they can say, yeah, I see you copied my hair. And they both can say that, because it'd be funny then. But the thing with Marty is that when I was conceptualizing her character, she's supposed to be kind of based off of a Wolverine. Like, her people are kind of based off of Wolverines. And that really didn't... That does not translate anywhere in her character, besides the fact that she's short and has weird teeth. And let me bring up another one of her refs. This is like post Order 66 when she becomes a bounty hunter or something like that, which might change, honestly. And she gets longer teeth and more red hair, but do I need this? No, I'm keeping it. Just got a bunch of other files lined up. So, I'm not sure about the colors or the patterning anymore. Like, I added a fur trim instead of just a hood to speak more Wolverine, to add that bit of white in here, because Wolverine's got the white. And I noticed Wolverine's got like this this kind of marking around their face. So I thought, oh, that should be like her hair and whatnot. But of course, since I'm anime, I gotta make it all weird. And Wolverines have like small ears, so I'm also trying to make it look like little ears, especially in silhouette, which I have not tested her silhouette yet, so this might be a bad idea. Also, she just looks more compact now. I'm drawing her differently. And since she is left-handed, because I'm left-handed, because selfish, I keep clicking on the wrong ones. I made like a little break in her little tunic where she can like have her lightsaber tucked up under that, and they'll think, oh yeah, most people are right-handed, so she's gonna come from she's gonna reach with that arm, so they'll attack on, on that side, but she's left-handed, so she'll just force it to her hand, and now when they're coming in from the right, their left side is exposed, so ba-ba-boom. But that can only work on a new opponent once before they realize, oh, fuck, lefty. Why is that so big? No, last week, I remember I was talking about doing a Star Wars stream where I'm just drawing fan art and whatnot. And ranting about Star Wars, because, it's all I do around here, apparently. And I thought, yeah, I should do that. Oh, wait a minute, Marty needs a redesign, so I started working on that. And then Wednesday happened. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how Paz is... I don't want to talk about it. I say as I keep talking about it. Now this is going to be difficult because I don't know hands very well. And in Design here, she's got like she's got the fingerless gloves because also can't be stopped. And they also translate over to here when she's older. Part of my yawns, I'm just really tired. There we go. She's wearing armor. I really do like how in I'll get back to my original point. No, that was over. Yeah, I was gonna do a stream, but then Wednesday happened. Yeah, okay. I really do like how in season 1 and like 1 through 3, I think, of Clone Wars, that the Jedi are wearing bits of clone armor on them as well. But I love that detail. Now, of course, for season 7, they had to change it because they had to match their movie designs. Because it was going to lead right into it. I think actually it's... Hang on, I'm trying to reference my own hand, but it's backwards, so I'm just... And I can't quite turn... I can't quite tilt that way. And so I only draw hands with 4 fingers because cartoons. I know some people are weirded out by it, but I'm not. Unless there's something in like the character's canon that the number of their fingers are very specific, then I'll change it up. But when in doubt, 4. I think the thumb's a little too splayed out. She's got a broken hand currently. I keep saying it, but one of these days I'm gonna learn how to draw hands. But it is not this day. You guys ever, I don't know if there are any other content creators or streamers in my audience, but do y'all ever just, like, you start to do a stream or you're making a video and then you're like, yeah, let's make this video, and then you post it and then your immediate thought is, I hope no one sees this, but also you want the video to do good, so it's like, you want new subscribers and viewers, but you also don't want people to watch your stuff. I don't know, is that just me? Now, I know I'm not the only one in this regard, where I want people to watch my stuff, but not if they know me personally. Like, when my mom watches my videos, like, she's watched some of my old videos, I just, oh no. It's not that I'm talking about anything that she would not approve of in this good Jewish household. Yet. But, it's just like, oh. My mom's watching, I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is called, but it's a vibe. I don't know what the vibe is called, but it is. I heard a car door slam. And of course, I can't fucking see the road. Even though it is literally right there. I think they're just switching drivers. That's fine. People can do that. That's the downside of living next to a highway. People are driving by and stopping all the time, and it just freaks me out. Even though, yeah, I've been here all my life. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. Nope. I don't know, how big is the... I'll just say it's that big, and then move on with my life. The inconsistency of hands in my drawings. It's hilarious. I think she would have her fingers exposed because of her character. She looks like a little terrible terror, but she is the most anti-war, anti-violence person ever. Now, she is... I'm just noticing this button, engage with your audience. Start Q&A, start... Oh, that's cool! Okay. Sorry, I just noticed that button. Here we go. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Due to her backstory and what happened to her home planet, aka blew up in war, she's very much against the whole Republic separatist battles, and especially with the Jedi's involvement, she's very against it because it goes against the Jedi Code, and it does, honestly. I do believe that that whole war went against the Jedi Code, and the only reason the Jedi fought for the Republic is because that's where their temple happened to be, on the Republic capital. It's kind of bullshit if you ask me. Alright, I'm just going to make this small and then draw her in some poses. Because I couldn't find any good lightsaber poses. I tried to look up sword stuff, but for some reason the only poses and references for swords that were coming up were like for like katanas, and you can hold that blade, and so it wouldn't make sense even if it was on air quotes safety mode. Anyway, so y'all know I hate sketching on stream, and I was not prepared this Friday. This week's Mandalorian episode took a lot out of me. So, yeah. If I seem out of sorts and just unfocused, it's because I blame Dave Filoni. I blame you. Alright, let's see. And this is my other Pinterest. Oh, I could do that actually. Hold up. Just so I can keep an eye on chat. Click this. Minimize. And there it is. Now I can keep an eye on chat. No matter where I am at. Okay, let me Open up, please. Hopefully nothing terrible pops up. Okay. I really don't want to get in trouble for just scrolling around on Pinterest. Especially if you're looking at references, then you need references for certain things. This is for a different project, which I am still struggling with. Does anyone know how to color or design alebrejas? Because I have no freaking clue. Don't worry, YouTube, all these people are clothed. Everyone has clothes on YouTube. Shh. It's okay. I forgot I saved that. I don't remember why I saved all these movie posters, but I think I was going to do a series of just silly drawings where I redraw my characters in old movie posters. I don't know, I thought it'd be funny. Jedi sword poses. Can't find any. Oh, I'm in safe pit. That's why. Duh. Sword poses. See, like poses like that and this and whatnot, which aren't bad poses. They don't work for a lightsaber. And I tried ones with Jedi, and it's just, I don't know. None of it was what I was looking for. Because I was thinking about this one pose that I saw like a few times in Attack on Titan, and I looked up those poses, and I go, oh, yeah, right, she only has one lightsaber, so it wouldn't make sense. And I'm not gonna just give her 2 lightsabers just for the sake of posing. I don't know, I think my sister's OC has 2 lightsabers. Isn't that right? Doesn't your Star Wars OC have 2 lightsabers? That's what I thought, yeah. I designed her an OC for this, just for the sole purpose of drawing her OC, helping 99 carry boxes as a birthday present. So, the lengths I went through. I think it's up on her. Isn't it up on your toy house? Okay. So yeah, she has a toy house. I don't know the link to her toy house. I think I have it somewhere, but I'm not gonna go searching for it. I mean, these are all good poses. It's just none for Marty, since Marty is so rambunctious, but she doesn't. It's not that she hates using her lightsaber. It's just she's more. Her first instinct is to throw hands. And I thought for a while of using, since she's based on a Wolverine, just look at pictures of Wolverines and try and decipher a pose from that. But when people do that with birds, that's because birds are already upright. So it's not as fun. That, I think I'm just going to change her skin color completely. But given her hair, I'm not going to make her... Like, I'm not going to make her black because of her hair. I don't know how to draw chins. Or necks. Or really anything. Let's be honest. I don't know how to draw shit. And then I decided to make a career out of it. Smiles all around. Just give her, you know, she's not a petite nose. Am I gonna keep the scar? Because it's just an extra detail. I think her eyes might stay the same, or... Okay, let's try something. The fact that she's tilting her head is also throwing me off, because instead of just drawing a basic pose, I thought, oh, I'll just draw her in an actual pose and then work on her design from there. But then that backfires because I'm actually not good at this. She looks concerned. It's supposed to be more like playful, but not angry. That's a big ass. Oh, what kind of jet is that? I missed it. It is a jet of sorts. Wow, listen to that. If you can't hear that on stream, what the fuck, Mike? That was really loud. But if you can't hear it on stream, a jet just flew by. Because where I live, there's a military base, not nearby. It's like a 3-hour drive, but it's close enough to where planes fly by all the time. I don't see why I have her looking down. She's like 5 foot nothing. Yeah, she would be looking up since she is short as hell. There we go. Oh, that's too big. There we go. Let's just color it like that. Not sure how I want her eyes to look, but I will figure that out later. Save. And I also have some FNAF stuff. Oh, I was drawing on my tablet Saturday. And I just thought, let's just draw some animatronics, because I don't know how to draw robots, but I get around it by trying to figure out how to draw animatronics, because they're more animal-like, and as long as they look vaguely robotic, I think you can get away with it. So, and I was also trying out a look to where the toys, or like the toys and the glam rocks would actually have more like Barbie doll shaped joints, or they got like the circle stomach so they can move around and they're more articulated. But that was just one idea. Oh, wrong button. Oh my god. Not that tilted. She looks like Schmeagol. Just thought since I have based her off Wolverines, that means she has the most terrible eyesight you can think of. Like, she's just got really bad eyesight. I'm thinking she would be. Just thought of this cool picture of her sitting on a ledge or whatever. And her clone troopers are all looking down with their binoculars. And like, oh yes, I have to pose like this. And she's thinking, like, I can't see shit. She's not blind. She just can't see anything over. She's nearsighted, because I don't want to do the math. There we go. I can't see shit. Also, this will help me flesh out her design a little bit more. You know, see it in action. Let's see, actually, let me get, just color in her rough shape. Just to see how it translates. I think earlier I was talking about how she's anti-war and whatnot. Yeah, but she comes from a warrior people, so she still feels the need to fight. But it's just the needless violence of war that catches innocence in the way. She doesn't jive with that at all. Also, I'm using her as a mouthpiece because I am so freaking sick of seeing a Star Wars something or another where, you know, the Jedi are supposed to be connected with life and whatnot, but anytime there's a rampaging beast, they immediately go to kill it instead of using the Force to calm it down like they would do in Rebels. Because it's not the animal's fault that you're in its house. And there was an episode on when they were on Ryloth where Obi-Wan used the Force to like make the beasts docile and led them into a canyon, and then they were killed. Like, the animals weren't doing anything. You could have just convinced them there's nothing for you here, and then they would have just left. I don't know. Anytime I think I know how the Force works, everything comes crashing down. It's like, that's not how the Force works. I guess. There's no, like, real rules of engagement when it comes to Force wielding and whatnot. There we go. Because it would actually be that. Again, it really doesn't read Wolverine, but at the same time, neither does Wolverine. Like, actual Wolverine, Logan, does not look like a Wolverine, really. I mean, he looks straddly, and that's another freaking plane. That one doesn't sound like a jet, though. Who knows, it might be. This needs to get warmed up, but I refuse to microwave coffee. I refuse. I've done it once and I hated myself for it. It was on my prayers list for Yom Kippur. That Lord forgive me, for I have sinned. Her hair from the side looks like that. Okay. And it comes down to her chin? Yeah, just past her chin. Okay. So that's actually a little long. There we go. Color, just in case. This is going to be hanging down here. This actually would not be a pose Marty would be in because of her knees. But maybe she could maintain it for a little while. I'm still not sure how I want to draw the animatronics. I know they're, at least the originals, I had their personalities sort of mapped out when I was drawing some fan art, because I had planned to draw more fan art. Everyone makes, like, Foxy or Chica the most aggressive, and they forget about Bonnie, and they make him very docile and whatnot. But y'all forget, in the first game, who's the first at your door ready to kill you? Bonnie. Who's the first to move? Bonnie. So that means FNAF 1 Bonnie is out for blood. He's a bitch out for blood. just screws around in the in the chicken. She oh my god. She screws around in the kitchen most of the time. That was my phone notification going off. No, it's just YouTube. Oh, shit. Hold up. Nope, did not mean to touch that. Whoops. Phone's muted anyway, so it should be okay. That's just her one pose. I'm gonna just screw around drawing Bonnie for a second. Hey, Bonnie is not my favorite animatronic. Of course, my two favorites are Foxy and Freddy. Hush. But I had made it my goal when I draw the animatronics, no matter what era they are, they actually look more like the animal they're based on. Instead of just the same Freddy base with added or minus features. With the rabbit. It's gonna have more rabbit features. Duh. Bigger cheeks. Cute little nose. Teeth. But they all still have the same unhingeable jaw. And synthetic smiles. Also, okay, random tangent. Why does everyone like the withered animatronics so much? Because, like, every time I try to look up references for these guys, I type up FNAF, let's say Bonnie or whatever. And the second thing that always pops up is, you know, the Withereds. Withered. I'm just like, does everyone... And I noticed there's also a lot of fan art for there's a lot of fan art for Toy Chica for obvious reasons, which I will not be addressing. I'm going to draw her with her beak. Because I don't know why Scott did that. That was just... What was wrong for doing that? Like, Toy Bonnie can be as friendly looking as he wants, because he's toy, but for the original, I'm not sure. Because, like I said, I think original Bonnie is the most aggressive of the original animatronics. At least initially. Without a reference, this is kind of hard, but it's got little... They all have, like, 3 little toppings. And the thing with the FNAF 1 animatronics is they've got, like, deeper set eyes, so they got, like, black rings around their eyes. So Gothamy is happy. So, okay, and he plays guitar. He has a rock, you know, V-shaped guitar. He's gonna be a little more metal than the others. And Scott Cawthon was afraid of him, too. So I'm thinking Bonnie probably has kind of, you know, his rock style or look would probably match more like, well, the name David Bowie came to mind, but yeah, maybe more like David Bowie, you know, eyes, makeup, and whatnot. Power of voodoo. Who do you do? I only watched that movie once. I actually liked it. Definitely felt, you know, like a movie from that era. You know, a Jim Henson movie. Not saying that's bad or anything. It's just it felt that way. I thought it was more adult oriented, but then I watched it and was like, oh, this feels more like a children's movie. Well, that's fine. A lot of people who talked about liking it were adults. And they're like, oh yeah, I love watching this movie. It's just like, oh, is it like more adult oriented? It's like, no, it's a children's movie. They've just grown up. So, oh, okay. Again, I did enjoy the film, and the romance came out of nowhere, I think. But I don't know. This is not the time nor the place to be ranting about movies I've only seen once that everyone thinks is amazing and holds in high regard, and I thought it was okay. I mean, I did enjoy David Bowie singing because, duh, he's David fucking Bowie. I think I would enjoy the movie more if I didn't know the internet. And knowing what this the hell spawn of trashy romance novels this movie inspired. We're gonna be all over the place because I have this character that has been in the works for literal months now, and I haven't finished his design because I don't know how to design alebrejas. And I have some references for alebrejas. I just can't get them to translate because, I mean, I can't figure out how to translate them from this to my art style because that's just way too freaking complicated. And I get it. I get why they're complicated. They're spirit beings, so of course they're gonna look like, you know, a patchwork quilt. But how do you draw that? How does that translate? And this one, it's not very as colorful, but it's more textured. And I can only imagine the absolute hell the painter had, you know, went through just to get that done. And since he's a wolf, he's not a coyote, the character Ricardo. He's a wolf, not a coyote or a dog. So I was trying to look up to see if certain alebrejas had different patterning, like culturally. But I was seeing a lot of suns and a lot of flowers, so I figured that was safe, and a lot of, you know, mandala-esque repeating designs, which looks phenomenal. But when it comes to like drawing and replicating that, I would rather not. This one's cute. So I've been purposely pushing this character more into the background because his original design was a sparkle dog, and it's like, oh yeah, just make him a sparkle dog and say he's an alebreja because he's a Mexican wolf. But then I actually thought about it critically for a second and decided, I'm actually gonna try and make him look like an alebreja, but Did not mean to hit that button. There we go. I'm in hell. Actually, hold up. Spoilers for the comic. I'm going to rename, it's this folder, so rename. Try not to hit my hotkeys. Hit E. There we go. I guess if I just kind of fake it till I make it, because my original drawings, in my opinion, didn't quite cut it for the way I wanted them to look. Like, this was a first pass. Getting out their personalities and base looks. This was a sketch dump I did. I think I had a few more, but then I ended up not finishing them. Excuse me. And I'll be honest with y'all. Only real reason I started working on drawing the animatronics a little bit more is because I had created a FNAF OC and I wanted to draw art of them interacting with the animatronics, so that's what I did. Actually, Bunny, yeah, their ears start back here. Close it. I have this weird thing, except for Warriors. Every other fandom I'm in, been like a lifelong fan of, I have not drawn a single piece of fan art for. Like, fan OCs, all the live long day. Actual fan art, well, that's... another story. The idea for this one is she's meditating and a bunch of things are floating by. And we got like a crate here. Like a bunch of rocks piled up. as like a GIF. I imagined it as a GIF, but I knew that would mean actually animating the fucking thing, so I immediately scrapped it. Where like it would be like, what in God's name was that? Can you get that, Tab? It might be my microphone. Or something else. Okay, so if the dogs bark suddenly, I apologize. Or I thought the idea where you have like normal things floating around her at first, where it's like, oh yeah, a rock flies by. Oh yeah, that's a crate. Wait, that's a helmet. And then it's just like Commander Wolf with his arms crossed looking bored floats by like... Until they're done, I'm just gonna mute for a second. Okay, well, we sent them outside. Yes, my package did arrive. So, am I gonna end stream now just because my mic came in? My dog is barking. I apologize for the dog's barking. I didn't mute it in time. I didn't know he was gonna be that loud. Usually Elias doesn't bark immediately. Usually he just growls. I think if I'm gonna do that, this scene, it's actually gonna be from the front. Or something. It's like a box, canteen, a rock. A few rocks. All huddled together. Anyway, that was one idea I had. You know, I'm just gonna say it just in case y'all didn't hear it, because my dog was barking. You see that video? It's so fucking funny. There's a little demon in her house, and she's like, "Hey, my dog is barking." They're still going, even though Dave's long gone. That ball is long gone. Anyway, I imagined a GIF where she's meditating and things are floating around her, and you're like, "Oh yeah, here's a few rocks. There's a lightsaber. Oh, that's a crate. That's a tree. It's then a massive floats by maybe, and then like Commander Wolf just like kind of in space floats by, and just like salutes salutes her as he passes by." But that would mean animating it, and that would be hell. And okay, back to my, despite being a bunch of fandoms, I don't draw fan art thing. is the reason why I can draw for warrior cats is because it's a book and they're just cats. So all I have to do is figure out how they look and then draw that, and then just that's easy because it's just a description. But for like cartoons and whatnot, I have to translate their cartoon style into my art style, which is impossible for me. Ugh, I like the flavor of this, but every time I drink it, it's just, ugh. It gives me the nasties. An hour and 5 minutes. Well, that's fine, actually. I'm not sure about this color. Because originally the wolf pack... See, because I don't want to go the blue route. I want to go browns. Originally the wolf pack was like this rusty red color. Well, I'll find it later, but they were like a red color and then turned gray because of the malevolence, which is why her armor is that gray. But the rusty red, I think they chose to, because it's not a primary color. It's not like a red. It is a very specific rust red. And I think they chose it because to honor Plo Koon, but since I'm self-inserting, I made it say that's also her colors as well. Oh, okay. Mister is back. Are you done? Are you done barking? Hmm? You done? You finished? You got something right. There you go. Jeez. Nobody watch the stream, please. I want followers and adoration and AdSense and monetization in a fandom, but please, no one watch my videos. You know what, guys? I'm really sorry, but I think I'm just gonna call it here and maybe come back later. I'll come back in a do like a part 2 later with hopefully a new microphone to see how it works. And he's walking away. And I need to eat lunch. Oh my god, just sit down. Anyway, I'm gonna end stream here and then come back later. Alright, be back soon, but I'm gonna end stream because blah.